Good morning, solid steppers and techs to titans. This is Miss Ward coming to you from Central Florida. Just left Ocala, headed up to Gainesville to take care of a couple of customers. Banging it out, that's what we do on the road again. So, I'm reflecting over my week. It's been quite interesting. You know, you hear the calmness in my voice. You know why? Because I'm not in South Florida dealing with road rage. So let's see if we can get through a video without the drama. So I'm just reflecting what's going on, and I'm watching different parts of the universe and nation and globally, just taking that perspective in. And this is like the best time to get out here and get the bag, because here we go. They're predicting this, they're predicting that. The key is, how steady is your boat, and how do you make sure your boat is steady? By practicing those principles, cleaning up your processes, and getting better every day. You know where the weak points are in your business, people. You know where the weak points are in your life, people. Fix them. Don't talk about it. Keep moving silence, okay? And get that bag. And not only get the bag, toss it, flip it, and get it again. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you have a process, like I had to meditate last night, I had to get out of South Florida, get back on the road, and I kept running into obstacle after obstacle. And you know what? I got on the road late and said, let me do this anyway, because I still gotta manage my time. I still gotta set my steps and my destiny. I gotta order my stuff accordingly. Don't hand this thing with one hand. You better do it, Miss Harley. But anyway, I love it. Nice jacket. See, pleasant distraction. But like I said, y'all, you got to have everything in order, you know. And even though I knew I had to get up this morning, I still got my grind in as far as organization, got my grind in as in keeping up my studying process on things I need to study, making sure my parts in order, my schedule's in order, all my remote techs are taken care of. And, you know, I'm even the kind of person, I had so much business, I couldn't even get out of South Florida on time. And I'm still reaching out to people I coach and sending them jobs. I'm sending them jobs as late as last night at 11 o'clock because my website popping to the point I'm getting jobs and people submitting for work on a 24/7 basis. But, you know, I'm very clear. I'm not greedy like that. If I know you do quality work, I'm going to refer that client to you. Now, don't ask me how to handle it, because 99% of my clients are high-end clientele. So you just need to be professional, be a person of your word, be clean-cut, go in there and do the job the right way, and price accordingly. You know, if you don't get paid, it's on you at this point, because I'm giving you the clients. You know, and that's the thing y'all got to understand. Your net worth is your net work. You know, if that job didn't come to me, you know, you would never came to you. And you got to understand that you have to protect your networks with your life. I'm telling you, I got people that I ain't giving out their numbers. I ain't even letting people I know. I got a backdoor connection to them, because a lot of times people don't appreciate those connections. They abuse it. And then they go in like a clown because they have no idea that this one link can change your life. That's real. That's what you got to understand. Watch who you deal with. Watch who you connect with. Watch who you break bread with. And definitely watch who you get bread with. Because everybody don't have the same vision. They don't understand. You got to get down here, put your head down, put the work in, and it will come. But you got to work smart, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with working hard, you know, but at the beginning, you got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, your stuff got to be so clean so that when your plan comes to you, you can move smoothly. Part of the problem is everybody in their head in Wonderland. You don't know till you get out here. I'm so tired of talking to people that's trying to figure it out, and they ain't looked at one damn appliance. They ain't ran one business. They ain't cashed one check. They haven't got one vendor. They don't have one trade line. They have no business banking relationship with just opening a business checking account. Come on, people. Do you understand that in most situations financially, they do not consider your business started until you have a bank account? And in order a bank account, you have to have an EIN. Come on, people. EINs are free. Get it together. Get your life in order. I'm trying to tell you, I am constantly blessed by seeds I planted 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 years ago. You know, the knowledge I have now is from the mistakes I have made, the failures I've had. And if you think you're going to get out here and not fail, you're a clown, because that's part of life. That's the price you pay for success. You know how many people, you think they just plotted their steps and bang, it happened? Man, that's some BS. And if they telling you, they lying, because they keeping out the fact the nights they was up, they was sweating, they couldn't sleep because they didn't know what was going. They woke up one day, they had $1 million in the bank account. The next day it was -$1 million. This real life, this real business. This is why you gotta not only watch everything, but you gotta manage it in your business, and the seeds you plant in your business gotta grow exponentially, whether it be relationships, financial decisions, financial contracts, you know, training. You gotta have those relationships. Like, people always asking me to come places and be places, and you know, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm one person, I can't be everywhere. I have to make prioritized decisions, because me hanging out with you is going to delay me on, and that delay on my other goals and objectives is going to be a domino effect. I'm telling you, like right now, I'm working toward another day off, and not just a day off. I'm trying to go somewhere and just be incognito and relax. Because believe it or not, your girl a little more popular than she counted on, but you know, I counted a blessing and keep it popping. That's what I do. Because I realize it's people out here that ain't got no connection, don't have no relationships. You know, and then on top of that, keep reaching out to people. Stop reaching out to people that ain't reaching out to you. You know, that's something I had to say to myself, because at the end of the day, a lot of people in my circle busy as hell, and just like I am. That's why we are connected. At the same time, sometimes we are growing in different directions. Let those people grow and wish them the best. Because you never know. That person might be pumping you up on the other side. They in an arena that you know nothing about. You know? Everybody that know me, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Now, if you can't keep up, then it's you. Ain't nothing. I'm not going to wait on people. I'm going to watch how you move. I'm going to be like, okay, this is clear that I can't depend on this. And it's not intentional. It's just they're distracted. They don't know they're distracted, but I do. So let me go ahead and make the moves I need to make. Because at the end of the day, they're not responsible for my ideas and my success. And that's the problem with a lot of y'all. Like, it's people I've asked to get things back to me, to get, you know, estimates of certain things so I can move forward. They still haven't gotten them back to me. You think I stopped moving forward? Hell no. I always got a backup plan, because that's business. That ain't personal. Because as a business owner, you should have options, you know, and that's also in life. Somebody kicking it with you, they ain't acting right. First of all, why you kicking it with them? You can't re-raise grown folks. When you understand that, your life will get better. And if you really working on you, that's a full-time, that's like a time job. That's a double job, because you got to keep you in order. You got to keep your goals on point. You got to build yourself up on a regular basis. You got to be your number one cheerleader. You got to spank your own ass and get you in order and snatch you up when necessary. That's a full-time job, because nobody's out here perfect, and all these people out here tripping and acting and projecting their image. Y'all better watch it, boy, because there's some serious stuff going on behind the scenes. You got people who will manufacture an image to get you to buy and all this other stuff, and get you to believe in them and follow them. And at the end of the day, they got all kind of stuff up, fund me this, you know, GoFundMe pages, all stuff, because they life ain't together. Let me explain something to you. Ain't nothing new in life. We all know responsibilities gonna come. We realize that we're not gonna be able to do the same thing we doing today to eat, that we gonna have to do 5, 10, 11, 90 days from now. So you need to move accordingly. And that don't mean you have to be public about it. You gotta plant seeds. I am reaping benefits from seeds I planted that I didn't know. And then on top of that, you gotta keep your mindset in order. The biggest problem is your mindset. It ain't other people, it's you. How do you think about you? Do you not only believe in you, or are you putting actionable steps in place? At the end of the day, you can win, but you gotta know that. Like, people see, there are people who are close to me and they see other sides of my personality and they don't even know I move like that. Well, you happen to get close enough to me to see that, and I'm comfortable enough to be that clown, that thug with you. But don't get it twisted. When it comes to this bag in the business game, I'm fired, and I know it. But I understand to stay fired, I gotta constantly fine tune my skill set, and that's the thing people don't understand. That's why, like, let me give you a prime example. Somebody in the comments asked me for a NAT code or a NIAT code, and that's basically codes you have to put on your business that help you with funding, help you with government contracts, things of that nature. Now, they're going to ask me about codes specifically for appliance repair or appliances, but they don't seem to understand. Google is your best friend, bro. And the reason Google is your best friend is because there's a list for NIAT. And the thing about it is there's like 20 different options you can choose, from small appliance repair, selling small appliances, electronic portion of appliances, industrial. Like, there's so many levels to this, like all the way down to the nuts and bolts and the micro parts. So it kills me when people get on here and try to be technical like they got knowledge because they read something. No, what you need to do is grow up, do the research, and if you know, like I know, you can have several codes, and that's a whole different conversation. I do not give financial advice. This is for information purposes only. Informational purposes only. And the reason I say that is that y'all will be stuck out here with analysts, paralysis analysis for 30 years, ain't made a move. Your kids done grown up, now you're a granddaddy and a grandmama, you still ain't. You up here wishing. Man, you could have failed 20 times and then finally succeeded by now. Grow up. That's one thing that people don't understand. The biggest problem is people do not get out here and grind. They don't get out here and taste defeat and failure. This is what builds your muscles, man. It's just like how I gotta read. Like, prime example, I love audible.com. When I get off this, I'm gonna be listening to a book. I'm in a book club, we're reading, and I'm gonna listen to this book. So not only do I listen to the book, but I actually sit down and read the book from an actual book, because I found out that I needed to keep my ability to think and move fine-tuned by actually going back in time and picking up a book and actually reading it, highlighting and taking the time. See, our world moves so fast electronically and through apps. What we don't understand, 99% of stuff we get is surface, and then when you get the surface stuff, you really ain't getting 100% of that. Like, I'm listening to the Audible book, I'm really not digesting, and the key is, in order to be good at anything and to understand anything, I'm a firm believer in immersion. So I believe in immersing myself 360, mentally, spiritually, physically, anyway. That way, not only will I get the lesson, I will retain it to the point that I can layer other lessons on top of it. That is how I move, because as a human being, we are adaptable to anything. You can't adapt if you ain't exposed. You can't adapt if you don't get out here and get some damn exposure. Prime example, I got friends they in Switzerland, Netherlands, Amsterdam, Japan, Tokyo, China, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? All over the world, right? And that helps me expand who I am as a person, because being connected to them, I'm having experiences mentally that I may not have physically. And I love that. I love that I can hop on a plane and end up in Switzerland. I'm glad I can hop on a plane and end up in Japan and got friends there. Because the reality is you got to expand your mindset. I watch people in these jobs. I ain't about to get on this job thing. It's a lot of situations going on out here. And y'all got to be careful, because you got to understand, when you see major companies changing their scope and what they cover, particularly in appliance repair, and they're downsizing, that's all they're doing is going back and regrouping. They licking the wounds and they stopping the hemorrhaging, because they're closing down in certain areas because they've been hemorrhaging in those areas. And what people don't understand, the company don't give a damn about you, because you you know, and it's unfortunate. You know, this is why I tell people, when you in a job, get that game, get it from every angle. Watch how they move, watch how their systems are set up. Figure out how you would do it better and build it on your own. I'm telling you, I can't keep telling y'all that. But with that said, y'all, we in the damn 15 minutes. I got to go. This is too much time and definitely too much free game. But with that said, pick up the gems you can, share, like, and subscribe, and have a phenomenal day. Be blessed.